There's a particular kind of exhaustion that doesn't show up on any medical form. It's not the tired that comes from bad sleep, although you've probably had plenty of that too. It's the tired that comes from fighting for a diagnosis, fighting for support, fighting to be believed, fighting to understand yourself or a child in a world that wasn't built for either of you. If you know that exhaustion, then you're in the right place. My name is Claire, and I'm not a clinician, I'm not a therapist. I don't have any letters after my name or a list of qualifications on the wall behind me. What I have is an ADHD brain that spent years of thinking it was broken, a child with autism that taught me that the world's definition of normal is narrower than it has any right to be, and a middle child currently navigating what we suspect is ADHD, autism, sensory processing disorder, and a PDA profile, which means our family doesn't just live alongside neurodiversity, we are neurodiversity all the way through. And the thing that I kept looking for was a space that felt warm enough to be honest in and honest enough to actually help. And I couldn't quite find it, so I'm building this instead. This is the weighted blanket. The name means a lot to me. A weighted blanket, it isn't a cure. It doesn't fix anything. What it does is it settles. It tells dysregulated nervous systems quietly, without a fuss, that you're safe and you can breathe now. And that's what I want this podcast to be. Not a place where everything is fine, because often it isn't. Not a place where we pretend that the system is working, because it isn't doing that either. But a place where you can breathe, where your experience is real and your exhaustion is valid, and you are genuinely not as alone as it feels right now. And we're going to talk about all of it. ADHD and autism, sensory processing and PDA, EHCP battles and NHS waiting lists, and the teachers who get it and the ones who really don't. The grief of a late diagnosis, the relief of it too. The things nobody tells you and the things that the system actively makes harder to know. And we're going to talk about change, because warmth without action only goes so far. This community is also about reform, about using our collective voices to push the systems that are failing too many of our families for too long. So if you're a neurodivergent adult trying to understand yourself, you belong here. If you're a parent navigating all this whilst probably navigating some of it yourself, you belong here. If you're simply someone who loves neurodivergent people and wants to do better by them, you belong here too. This is an inclusive space. So come and find us, join the community. There's a link in the description to get our newsletter. It's real, it's honest, and it lands in your inbox without any of the noise. And I'll see you in the first episode. You're not alone. I promise you that.